You are about to hear words that are not mere advice or entertainment, but a quiet secret of heaven. A simple sentence that, if you dare to speak it with faith tonight, will change the way you look at money, work, and your entire future under the loving gaze of God. Welcome to Timeless Prayer. For a moment, be still inside, because this is not a trick, not a game, not a superstition. It is a humble prayer to St. Anthony, a cry of the heart offered in trust through the powerful intercession of St. Anthony of Padua, to the God who sees your struggle and counts every tear you have shed. You know what it is to work hard and see little fruit, to feel that no matter how many hours you give, how many sacrifices you make, there is always another bill, another lack, another door that will not open. You see others who seem to move lightly through life, who never worry about the end of the month, who do not carry the same burdens, and you ask yourself in the silence of your soul, why is it like this for me? My friend, the answer is not in the bank, nor in the boss, nor in luck. The answer is in the heart that turns to God and places itself under the protection of His saints. And tonight you are being invited to that place of trust. The Church has always taught you that God is providence, that He knows what you need before you ask. But He also waits for your free response of faith, for the moment when you lift your eyes and say with all your soul, Lord, I put my trust in you. St. Anthony, under your protection I place my life, my work, my debts, my fears. When you make this prayer to St. Anthony from the depths of your being, it is no longer just a sentence. It becomes a living act of faith that opens a door for grace to act in ways you cannot yet see. You may have repeated many words in the past without feeling, without attention, almost mechanically, and you saw little change because words without faith are empty and formulas without trust are dead. But when you allow this one sentence to be born in your heart as a true surrender, when you speak it slowly before God under the loving gaze of St. Anthony of Padua, something begins to move in the invisible. You are not here by accident. You have come to this moment because a part of you can no longer endure carrying everything alone, because you have reached that holy point where you whisper, enough. Lord, I cannot do this without you. In that cry, heaven bends toward you. Tonight, if you wish, you will cross a line from trying to control everything by your own strength to placing your material life under divine order, from anxiety to abandonment, from fear of lack to confidence in God's generosity, accompanied by the faithful friendship of St. Anthony. You are invited to say from your heart, St. Anthony of Padua, I put my trust in you. Under your protection I wait for a miracle, not because I deserve it, but because God is good and you are His faithful servant. This is not magic, not a guarantee that money will fall from the sky, but it is a sacred act that changes you inside. And when you change, your choices change, your courage grows. And doors that were closed begin to open in ways that are often surprising. Money itself is not evil. It is a tool, a means that God can place in your hand so that you may live with dignity, care for your family, and help those who suffer more than you. When you make this prayer to St. Anthony with a pure intention, you are not asking to become greedy. You are asking to become free, to live without the chains of constant fear and humiliation. Take a deep breath now and let these words descend into your heart. God has not abandoned you, even if you feel forgotten. He has sent you companions on the way, and one of them is St. Anthony of Padua, the saint who finds what is lost, who brings light into confusion, who guides those who are wandering in darkness and need a concrete sign of divine care. Tonight, when you speak that simple sentence of trust, St. Anthony of Padua, I put my trust in you. Under your protection, I wait for a miracle in my finances and in my life. Say it as someone who is tired of living in fear. Say it as a son or daughter who knows that the Father in heaven hears every word, and that this beloved saint intercedes for you. Do not repeat it like a parrot, but as a child who runs into the arms of a protector. As you do, allow hope to rise again where disappointment has lived for years. You may not see the result in one day, but you will notice that something begins to shift. Perhaps an unexpected opportunity, a debt that is renegotiated, a help that appears, a new idea that lights up your mind, a peace in your heart where there was only anguish. These are signs that grace is at work. From this night on, return often to this simple prayer, calling on St. Anthony by name, trusting that his intercession is powerful before God. St. Anthony, I put my trust in you. Under your protection, I wait for a miracle. Each time you say it with faith, you step again into that sacred space where heaven touches your everyday life. And little by little, you will learn that you are not condemned to scarcity, that with God and with His saints you can walk a path toward a more peaceful, blessed, and generous life. You are standing before a door, one that cannot be seen with the eyes yet, is deeply recognized by the heart. Behind this invisible threshold lies a secret that only a few have dared to approach. A single sentence, a small and simple arrangement of words carrying the weight of abundance, the scent of prosperity, and the vibration of wealth itself. Why would a sentence hold such power? Think about it. Every revolution in human history began with words. Every faith tradition, every empire, every movement that reshaped humanity started with something spoken. Words are not empty sounds, they are carriers of states. When spoken from the depth of imagination, they mold reality itself. Neville Goddard understood this well. He taught that creation is finished, and that everything you seek already exists in the unseen, waiting for you to claim it. But this claim is not made through force or struggle. It is made through consciousness, and consciousness speaks through the Word. Think for a moment about your own life. How many sentences have shaped you? Maybe as a child you heard, "We can't afford that," and those words became a silent prison. Maybe you repeated to yourself, "I'm not good with money," and that sentence became a curse. Again and again, invisible words have written the script of your financial life without you even noticing. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine a sentence so rich, so alive, so charged with wealth consciousness that when you speak it, the prison doors fall open. You are no longer bound by inherited beliefs, family patterns, or cycles of lack. You speak, and the world bends, Neville said. The feeling of the wish fulfilled, if persisted in, becomes fact. But how do you ignite that feeling? How do you turn a cold, lifeless affirmation into living fire? The answer lies in the mystery sentence. It is simple, almost too simple. Yet, when spoken with inner vision, it carries the authority of creation. Right now. Part of you wants the sentence immediately. But without preparation, the words will pass through you without impact. If your heart is not open, the soil is not ready. So, we slow down. We prepare the inner ground because the seed you are about to plant, this seed of financial abundance, must take root deeply. Think of money not as paper, coins, or digital numbers. Think of it as energy that flows, moves, and seeks those aligned with its frequency. When you speak from lack, you push it away. When you speak from wealth, it rushes toward you. That is why Neville insisted. Every sentence is a prophecy and every word is a seed. And the sentence you are about to learn is a seed of prosperity, overflow, and breakthrough. Take a breath. Release the tension you hold around money. Tension is lack, and lack has no authority in the reality you are entering. You may not realize it, but the moment you began listening, something shifted. You stepped into a field where money is not chased but attracted, not earned through fear, but received through identity. And the sentence you will soon speak is the key to crossing this threshold. Up to now, you have lived under the spell of old words, but tonight, you will speak your own, and the mystery will become your lived reality. Neville Goddard devoted his life to proving the creative power of the word. Words are not harmless vibrations in the air. They are the clothing of consciousness. A sentence spoken years ago may still shape how you see yourself today. Words are not powerless, they are creative forces. Neville was not a theorist. He lived what he taught. He knew that imagination clothed in feeling becomes fact, and imagination expresses itself through words. Every prayer, every affirmation, every internal statement you've ever spoken has shaped your state, and your state has shaped your reality. If you say, "I never have enough money," you are not describing life, you are commanding it. If you say, "I attract prosperity," you are not fantasizing, you are decreeing. Many people say, "But I tried affirmations and they didn't work," and Neville would smile because affirmations without feeling are lifeless. The word without feeling is a body without breath, but the word infused with imagination lives. This is why Scripture begins with, "In the beginning was the Word." Neville taught that this is psychological truth. Your word is creative when it is spoken from imagination. If you look at your life and think your words have no power, think again. Every word you spoke with feeling materialized. When you said, "I can't afford this," and felt it deeply. Reality echoed your belief. When you said, "I'll never make it," and felt it, life obeyed. The law always worked. But now you will work it consciously. Neville himself rose from poverty to wealth, not by luck, but by the power of the word spoken from the end. He manifested travel, opportunities, money, always through the same principle. Live from the fulfilled state. You are being led toward the sentence of wealth. But you must understand this. Spoken from lack, it means nothing. Spoken from the identity of the wealthy one, it becomes a living seed. Money, opportunity, and favor gather around the vibration of your words. And soon you will realize it was never about money. It was about identity. Who are you when you speak the one begging or the one declaring truth whispered to yourself? My word is creative. Feel its weight. This is Neville's message to you. Your word is not a wish. It is law. Now the sentence can be planted. The sentence is this: I have it now, not I will have it. Not it's coming, not someday, but I have it now. When you say these words with conviction, you step into the end, you bypass time. You claim in the unseen what is yours, and life must follow. Think of how many times you pushed your blessing into the future by saying, "Someday I'll be wealthy," or "One day money will come." Future talk delays your blessing, but I have it now collapses tomorrow into today. It is the purest form of living in the end. Say it slowly, I have it now. Feel the shift inside you. Feel the waiting energy dissolve. Feel the begging disappear. A calm confidence rises. That is wealth consciousness. That is the state which draws abundance. When you live from this state, money becomes a mirror of who you are. Opportunities appear, people show up, doors open, life rearranges itself around your identity. So speak these words not casually, but with reverence and power. They are not describing desire, they are declaring reality. Now pause if you feel called, and write these 4 words in the comments. I have it now. When you write it, you anchor it deeper. When you share it, you proclaim it. And when others see it, they feel the vibration too. This is not superstition, this is spiritual law. Words shape states, states shape reality, And this sentence is the shortcut. Whisper it as you fall asleep. Say it as you walk through your day. Let it become your breath. I have it now, not soon, not someday, now. Because the wealthy one does not become, the wealthy one is, and that wealthy one is you, my beloved child. As you step into this prayer to St. Anthony, let your heart grow soft and open, because what I am about to speak to you is not just a method or a technique. It is a journey of the soul, a journey that lifts you from the weight of your current struggles into a place of hope, comfort, and divine intervention. This is where you come under the gentle protection of St. Anthony of Padua, the saint who stands beside those in financial distress, emotional turmoil, or overwhelming difficulty. You are learning the words, I have it now. But I want you to understand that words without feeling are like a body without breath. They exist, but they do not live. And in this sacred moment with St. Anthony, emotion becomes the breath of your prayer, the force that carries your plea straight into heaven. Imagine standing before St. Anthony, placing into his hands every burden you've been carrying, the unpaid bills that tightens your chest, the financial setbacks that steal your peace, the long nights you've spent worrying about how to make it through another month. And then whisper gently, I have it now. Do not speak only with your lips. Speak with the full trembling truth of your heart. Picture money flowing toward you, not from greed, but from the desperate need for stability, relief, dignity. See your bank account glowing with unexpected deposits. See your hands holding the blessing you've waited for. Then say again, I have it now. If you feel a wave of relief, a flicker of joy, even a quiet disbelief rising inside you, that is the moment heaven leans near. That is when your prayer comes alive. Many people repeat affirmations like machines, 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, yet their hearts remain cold and their imagination untouched. Then they wonder why nothing changes, why their situation stays the same, why their prayers feel unanswered. But heaven does not respond to empty repetition. The subconscious does not move because of dry words. It responds to emotion, to sincerity, to the soul's cry for help. So when you say, I have it now, you must feel the truth of it. You must allow yourself to rest under the protection of St. Anthony, trusting that he sees your struggles and is interceding for you. Feel, even for a moment, what it would be like to have your bills paid without fear, to give generously without worrying, to walk through life with the calm confidence of someone who knows God is opening doors and St. Anthony is guiding every step. When that peace settles into your chest, that is the confirmation that your prayer has touched heaven. Tonight, before you fall asleep, when your mind is soft and your spirit is open, whisper gently, I have it now. Don't force it, don't strain. Effort is the language of lack. Ease is the language of abundance. Let the words carry you. Say them until the worry dissolves. Say them until your heart softens. Say them until joy rises on its own. In that moment, you are no longer just asking, you are receiving. And carry that feeling with you through the day. When you walk into a store, when you check your phone, when you lie down to rest, hold the inner state that says the blessing has already been released. Your outer world can only reflect what you hold within. And when you hold faith, gratitude, and calm expectation, life must shift to meet it. Now, take a breath. Close your eyes. Imagine financial help flowing towards you freely, continuously, abundantly, like a river guided straight from heaven. Then whisper again, I have it now. Do you feel that subtle shift, that quiet lift inside your spirit? That is the beginning of transformation. That is where the miracle is born. So hold this truth close. Words are the spark. but feeling is the fire. And when the two come together in this sacred prayer to St. Anthony, under the loving care of St. Anthony of Padua, reality has no choice but to move in your favor. My beloved friend, as you open your heart tonight and speak this sacred sentence, allow your soul to enter a place of deep faith and quiet surrender. For this is the moment when your life begins to shift under the gentle but powerful protection of St. Anthony of Padua, the holy wonder worker, the saint who has helped countless souls across Italy, Spain, Latin America, and the entire world rise from despair into renewed hope. And as you whisper these words with devotion, you are not merely repeating them. You are stepping into a divine embrace where heaven listens, where your fears become prayers, and where prayers become miracles. My dear one, you may have felt lost, burdened, wounded by life, or tired of carrying the same heavy worries. Yet tonight, under the loving gaze of St. Anthony, you are invited to enter a new state of being, one filled with trust, peace, and a profound inner certainty that God has not abandoned you, that the saints walk with you, and that blessings are already on their way. When you speak this prayer to St. Anthony and say with your heart, "I have it now," you are not boasting, you are not pretending, you are opening the door for grace to move. You are declaring that your soul is ready to receive, that you are willing to let God lift your burdens, heal your wounds, and guide you toward a miracle that has been waiting for you longer than you know. And as you allow this state to enter you, you begin to feel something shift deep inside. The old fears loosen, the doubts fade, the heaviness lifts, and a quiet strength rises, reminding you that faith is not merely believing, but becoming, not simply asking, but trusting with your whole being, trusting as the saints trusted, trusting as St. Anthony trusted when he surrendered his life to God and became a vessel of impossible wonders. You may have walked through difficult paths, made choices rooted in fear, or felt unworthy of abundance and peace. But tonight you stand under sacred protection, and as you let this prayer flow through you, you will feel the presence of St. Anthony of Padua guiding your spirit, urging you to release the old story of lack and step into the identity of someone who is blessed, someone who is provided for, someone who is held tenderly by heaven. When you say, "I have it now," you are not only asking for large blessings, you are reshaping your self-image, choosing to see yourself as a beloved child of God, worthy of goodness, worthy of peace, worthy of abundance, worthy of new beginnings. And this shift, this inner transformation, attracts divine favor the way light attracts the dawn. For when your heart chooses trust over fear, heaven responds with generosity. My dear one, reflect deeply for a moment. When you wear fear as your identity, you cling to worries, you expect disappointment, and you shrink from the opportunities God places before you. But when you choose faith as your identity, when you walk as someone who believes in miracles, your choices change, your voice changes, your presence changes, and even the world around you begins to respond differently, because life reflects what you hold within. And this is why tonight's prayer to St. Anthony is not only words, it is a new way of living, a declaration of spiritual readiness, a moment where heaven begins rearranging circumstances in your favor. Many before you have trusted St. Anthony, and through that trust, doors opened, illnesses healed, relationships restored, and blessings arrived in ways no human mind could have predicted. The stories passed down through generations are not mere tales. They are living proof of what faith can do. And now it is your turn to step into this lineage of miracles. So, I ask you, with a heart full of compassion, will you continue holding on to the old identity, the one shaped by fear, scarcity, or exhaustion? Or will you step boldly into the identity God has been calling you toward, the identity of someone who is supported, someone who is guided, someone who is watched over by Saint Anthony, someone who walks in worthiness and confidence tonight. As you prepare to rest, speak the sacred sentence once more, not as a wish, not as a hope, but as a confession of faith. I have it now. Feel it move through your body like a warm light, filling the places where doubt once lived, strengthening the places where fear once whispered, and awakening the certainty that the miracle you seek is already unfolding in God's time. From this moment forward, let your steps be guided not by panic, but by patience, not by worry, but by wisdom, not by desperation, but by quiet assurance that you are under the protection of heaven, that Saint Anthony of Padua walks with you, and that God Himself hears your cry for transformation. And when doubts come, and they will return to the prayer, breathe deeply, place your hand over your heart, and whisper with love, I put my trust in you, Saint Anthony. I place my life under your protection. I wait for a miracle. Let this be the rhythm of your soul. Let this be the truth you cling to. For wealth is not only money, my friend. Wealth is peace, clarity, health, restored relationships, open doors, renewed strength, and the beautiful knowledge that you are never alone. As you drift toward sleep tonight, let your final thoughts be a surrender, a release of all burdens into God's hands, trusting that what you have asked for through this prayer to Saint Anthony is already on its way to you. For you are no longer the one who fears. You are the one who trusts, no longer the one who begs. You are the one who believes, no longer the one who waits endlessly. You are the one who receives. And each time you say the words with feeling, I have it now, you align with the miracle already forming around you. Take one more breath, my dear friend, and let this truth settle into the deepest part of your being. You are held, you are blessed, you are becoming who God intended you to be. And with Saint Anthony by your side, nothing is impossible. As you close your eyes tonight and allow silence to settle around you, remember that this journey you have entered is not about forcing reality, but about opening your heart to grace, trust, and divine companionship. You are stepping into a new identity, one shaped not by fear or scarcity, but by faith, dignity, and the quiet assurance that heaven walks beside you. Let the presence of Saint Anthony of Padua remind you that you are never abandoned, never forgotten, never unseen. Every whisper of trust, every breath of surrender, every moment you choose faith over worry reshapes the path ahead of you. So, rest now with a peaceful spirit, knowing that what you seek is already finding its way toward you in God's perfect timing. Hold the sentence, I have it now, not as a command to the universe, but as a gentle affirmation of your readiness to receive peace, clarity, opportunity, and support in all forms. May this night mark the beginning of a steadier heart, a clearer mind, and a renewed sense of hope. Walk forward with confidence, my friend, because you are protected, you are guided, and you are deeply loved. And now, with your heart open and your spirit at peace, let us enter the quiet moment of prayer, trusting that every word you speak is heard in heaven. Beloved Saint Anthony of Padua, gentle wonder worker and faithful servant of God, I come before you now with a heart open, humble, and longing for peace. In this sacred moment, I ask you to stand beside me as a friend, an intercessor, and a guide. You who have helped countless souls across centuries, who have lifted the brokenhearted, restored what was lost, and comforted those in deepest need. I ask you now to extend that same loving protection to me. I invite you into the quiet of my spirit, into the places where I worry, fear, and struggle, so that through your intercession, God may bring light where there has been darkness and renewal where there has been exhaustion. Saint Anthony, You know what it means to surrender everything into God's hands with absolute trust. You know what it means to believe even when the world seems uncertain, to remain in faith even when the path ahead is hidden. Tonight, I ask you to teach me this trust. Teach me how to release my burdens without fear. Teach me how to walk as someone who knows that heaven is near and that divine help is already moving in ways I cannot yet see. I place before you my financial struggles, my worries about stability, my fears about the future, and the weight of every responsibility I carry. You see the moments when I feel overwhelmed, when I wonder how I will provide, how I will continue, how I will overcome the challenges in front of me. You see the quiet tears, the silent prayers, the long nights of concern. And yet, even in this vulnerability, I know that God's love surrounds me, and through your intercession, that love becomes even more tangible. So, Saint Anthony, with all the sincerity of my heart, I ask you, walk with me now. Guide me toward the right opportunities. Open doors that have long been closed. Bring clarity where confusion has lived. Help me recognize the blessings already forming around me. And as I move forward, help me do so not with fear, but with faith, not with desperation, but with dignity. Heavenly Father, I lift my heart to you with gratitude for your constant care. You know my needs even before I speak them, and you never abandon those who trust in you. Tonight, I surrender my worries into your loving hands. I ask you to bless me with wisdom, strength, and the ability to make choices aligned with your will. I ask you to calm my thoughts, steady my emotions, and fill my spirit with a peace that does not depend on circumstances but on your presence alone. Lord, you have placed Saint Anthony in the lives of millions as a reminder that nothing is truly lost in your sight. No opportunity, no hope, no path, no blessing. Through his intercession, I ask for renewal in my finances, stability in my life, and confidence in my purpose. Let every step I take be directed by your wisdom, and let every action I make bring me closer to the life you desire for me. Saint Anthony, I speak to you as a friend who cares. I ask that you take the heaviness from my shoulders and raise my spirit. I ask that you carry my prayers to God and surround me with your gentle protection. Let your presence bring comfort to my heart and clarity to my mind. Let your guidance help me see possibilities where I once saw limitations. Help me to believe that abundance is not far from me, but something God desires for all who walk with an open heart. In this moment of prayer, I embrace the truth that God's blessings are already moving toward me. I release every limiting belief that has kept me small, every thought that has told me I am undeserving, every fear that has kept me from stepping into the fullness of my life. Tonight, I choose trust. Tonight, I choose faith. Tonight, I choose to align my heart with God's generosity. Saint Anthony, I ask you to intercede for me so that financial assistance, opportunities, and stability may flow into my life, not for greed, not for pride, but for peace, for security, and for the ability to support those I love. I ask for blessings that allow me to live with dignity and freedom. I ask for the resources I need to care for my responsibilities and to move forward without fear. I ask for abundance that helps me help others. Abundance that allows me to give with joy. Abundance that mirrors the generosity of heaven itself. And now, with deep faith, I speak the sacred words that align my heart with God's timing and God's blessing. I have it now. I do not say these words as a demand, but as a declaration of trust. I do not say them as fantasy, but as faith. I do not say them to pretend, but to align myself with the truth that God's blessings are already unfolding, already moving, already forming around me in ways I cannot yet perceive. I have it now means I trust that God is providing. I have it now means I believe Saint Anthony is guiding. I have it now means I walk in confidence, not in fear. I have it now means I open my hands to receive. I have it now means I choose gratitude before the blessing arrives, knowing it is already on its way. Saint Anthony, help me to feel these words deeply. Help me let go of doubt and welcome faith. Help me release fear and embrace peace. Help me understand that God's abundance is not limited, and that when I trust, I step into the flow of grace. Tonight, I rest under your protection and under God's love. I surrender every burden, every fear, every anxious thought. I breathe deeply and allow the feeling of peace to settle into my body. I let go of the belief that I must fight for everything alone. I accept that I am supported, guided, and loved. Heal the places in my heart that still cling to worry. Restore the parts of me wounded by past financial struggles. Strengthen my spirit so I may rise each day with confidence, and remind me gently, again and again, that I am never carrying my burdens alone. Saint Anthony, surround my home with your protection. Let peace fill every corner of my life. Let abundance flow like a quiet river. Steady and sure, let opportunities appear that align with God's will. Let my decisions be rooted in wisdom and my actions guided by faith. God, I thank you for listening. I thank you for caring. I thank you for every blessing you have already prepared, every solution already in motion, every door already opening. Teach me to recognize your grace, to celebrate the small steps, and to trust the larger plan. And as I walk through tomorrow and the days to come, let the words I have it now remain carved into my spirit, not as wishful thinking, but as a gentle reminder that with you, all things are possible, that blessings flow in perfect timing, and that I am never forgotten. Saint Anthony, stay close to me. Guide me, protect me, intercede for me, and help me walk forward with courage, peace, and expectation. Let every moment of my life become a testimony of God's faithfulness and your loving companionship. With a full heart and a trusting soul, I say once more, I have it now. I trust, I believe, I receive. Amen. Beloved St. Anthony of Padua, as I come to the close of this sacred moment of prayer, my heart fills with deep gratitude for your presence, for your protection, and for the gentle reassurance you have offered to my spirit. I thank you for standing beside me with the patience of a true friend, for listening to my fears without judgment, and for carrying my petitions with tenderness before the throne of God. In your nearness, I feel lighter. In your guidance, I feel safer. And in your intercession, I feel hopeful again. Tonight, I offer my sincere thanks for every blessing that has already begun to unfold. Whether I can see it yet or not, I know that heaven moves quietly, often in ways hidden from my understanding, but never hidden from my heart. And so, with humility, I thank you for every unseen miracle, every opportunity now forming, every door preparing to open, every burden beginning to lift. I thank you for the peace that is settling over me like a warm cloak, reminding me that I do not walk alone and that divine help is nearer than my breath. Saint Anthony, I thank you for restoring the courage that fear once stole from me, for rekindling the faith that hardship tried to extinguish, and for reminding me that abundance is not a distant hope but a present possibility. You have helped me remember that God is not far from my struggles, but deeply present within them, working through grace, through timing, through mercy, and through the humble offering of prayer. With gratitude, I release the old beliefs that kept me bound, the thoughts of lack, the stories of unworthiness, the anxieties that once shaped my days. I thank you for helping me loosen their grip and for guiding me toward a new inner posture, one rooted in trust, confidence, and the certainty of God's care. Tonight, I thank you for this transformation. I thank you for helping me rise above fear and claim the peace God desires for me. Heavenly Father, I lift my heart to you in thanksgiving, for you are the source of every blessing, the giver of every good thing, and the comforter of every troubled soul. Thank you for hearing my prayer tonight. Thank you for embracing me in moments when I felt weak, lost, or overwhelmed. Thank you for sending St. Anthony into my life as a reminder of your compassion and your constant presence, even before answers appear. I thank you for your timing, your wisdom, and your perfect love, Lord. I give you thanks for the strength you are restoring within me. I thank you for the clarity beginning to take shape in my mind, for the hope rising again in my chest, and for the quiet assurance that you are guiding my steps with divine precision. I thank you for the opportunities that will come, for the solutions on their way, and for the financial blessings that will support my life with dignity and peace. I thank you for the new ideas, the renewed motivation, and the doors you will open at the right moment. Saint Anthony, I thank you for being a companion on my journey. I thank you for watching over my home, my work, my family, and my heart. I thank you for interceding on my behalf, especially in the areas where I feel most vulnerable. May your loving protection remain with me as I move forward, reminding me that I have allies in heaven and that miracles often begin with a whisper of faith. May your friendship continue to strengthen me in moments of doubt and lift me in moments of weakness. As I close this prayer, I express my gratitude not only for what is coming, but for what has already shifted within me. Thank you for helping me step into a new identity, one shaped by faith rather than fear, by trust rather than worry, by abundance rather than lack. Thank you for helping me embrace the truth that I am supported, guided, and deeply loved by God. Thank you for teaching me that change begins not outside, but within tonight. I thank you for the sacred sentence that now anchors my heart. I have it now. I thank you for helping me understand it not as a formula, but as a state of being, an invitation to trust God's timing, to open myself to grace, to walk as someone who believes in miracles. I thank you for the peace that follows these words, for the calm that replaces anxiety, and for the sense of certainty that surrounds my spirit when I speak them with sincerity. Lord, as I rise from this prayer, I do so with gratitude guiding my steps. Let thanksgiving shape my thoughts, my choices, and my actions. Let gratitude make me attentive to the blessings already around me, the people who support me, the opportunities I have, the small glimpses of light that appear even in difficult seasons. Let gratitude be the foundation of my faith, reminding me that you have already carried me farther than I realize. Saint Anthony, I thank you for hearing me, for comforting me, and for staying close to my heart. I trust that you will continue guiding me toward peace, clarity, and stability. I trust that you will keep interceding for me with love, and I trust that you will help me remain rooted in faith even when challenges arise. As I prepare to return to my daily life, I carry this gratitude with me. I carry the peace that prayer has given me. I carry the sense of divine companionship that now surrounds me. And I carry the confidence that God is already at work, shaping a future filled with hope, provision, and renewed strength. Tonight, with a calm heart and a grateful spirit, I offer these final words to heaven. Thank you for blessing me. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for providing for me. Thank you for loving me with a love that never fails. And with reverence, I say once more, I have it now. Not because I force it, but because I trust. Not because I demand it, but because I receive it. Not because I am perfect, but because God is generous. And because Saint Anthony walks beside me as a faithful friend. Amen.